It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty woods, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in this neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hi, television neighbors. Here we are, visiting again. I got 3 things I would like to show you today. The hostage scene selection. Sean Bean. Bravo 20 scene selection. And the crazy beautiful scene selection. Now, before I make my phone call to my dear friend, Mr. Jasper Alfredo at his whale figurine store, I would like to sing you a song. If you would look carefully, listen carefully, you will learn a lot of things carefully. Look, and listen. Some things are very confusing. Some things you see are strange. But if you look at one other things or two, you learn a lot of things in you. If you would look carefully, listen carefully, that's a lot of things to learn. A lot of things carefully. Look, and listen. Now, I think it's time to call my dear friend, Mr. Jasper Alfredo, and see if we can go visit his whale figurine store right now and see all of his whale figurine things from around the world at his neighborhood whale figurine store. Hello, is this Mr. Jasper Donovan Alfredo?
Jasper Donovan Alfredo's whale figurine neighborhood store. Yes, it is. How may I help you, sir?
This is Victor Sprinkle from Victor Sprinkle's neighborhood, Mr. Jasper Donovan Alfredo.
Wow, I'm honored to speak with you. Not often that a celebrity like you calls the shop.
Listen, Jasper, my television neighbors and I were wondering if we can come and visit your whale figurine store from around the world.
Oh, wow, that would be cool. Sure, come on over. When?
Right about now.
Oh, well, thanks for the warning. Sure, let me just put a nice shirt on, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Oh, you bet.
All right. Well, let's go visit Jasper Donovan Alfredo at his figurine store right about now. Come along. Jasper, how's it going?
Oh, it's going very well, Victor. How are you?
Good to see you.
It's great to see you as well.
I would like for you to introduce you to my television neighbor. This is Mr. Jasper Donovan Alfredo.
Hello there, television neighbor. Nice to meet you. What's up, Vic?
Well, Jasper, the reason why I came to your neighborhood figurine store is I wanted you to show my television neighbors and eyes some of your figurines from around the world.
Oh, well, I'd be delighted to do that. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, this is one of my very favorites. You know what it's called?
This first whale is named Hugo the whale.
Well, you are absolutely correct. This is Hugo. He is, as you can tell from his colors, black and white. He is what we call a killer whale.
And I know where he's from.
You do?
He was originally from Italy.
Italy. Wow, you think so? But then he moved up to Canada and Alaska and Seattle, Washington area, and this figurine was carved by the Aleut Indians up in Alaska because they would hunt this whale. So this is a very nice figurine. You see that, television neighbor? Huh. And then
this second whale is named James.
How did you know that?
This is an American whale all the way from New York City.
Yes, but he started off, James, this is James, he started off in Florida where, believe it or not, he, over the centuries, grew to more and more look like the pink flamingos in the Everglades. And he became pink, and then he moved to New York. You're absolutely right.
Now, this third whale is named Diego.
Yes.
And this whale is from Mexico.
That is correct. And he, much like his cousin, the Mexican parrot, has developed all of these beautiful multicolors over the centuries of evolution. Isn't he beautiful? What?
And finally, our fourth and final whale is from Peru, and his name is Apul.
Aptul, that is correct.
Actually, I said pool?
Apul. Oh, okay. Yes, he is from Peru. Apul's from Peru. Say that 4 times. Apul's from Peru. Anyhow, Apul lived up in the mountains, which is a pretty good trick for a whale. But there's a river that flows from the mountains down to the sea, and Apul would swim up that river, up the mountain. Really a pretty amazing feat. And then there's a lake up at the top, at the mouth of the river, where Apul would spend his summers. So this is Apul, the summertime Andes mountain whale from Peru.
Well, thank you for showing me all these fun whales from around the world.
Yes, well, let's just remember that they're just figurines. It used to be in ancient times that there were scrimshaw carvings of whales made out of whale bone, whale tusks.
Well, thank you for showing me these whale figurines from around the world.
Well, you are very welcome, Victor.
Now I was wondering, Jasper, when did you get started in doing all these terrific whale figurines from around the world?
Well, I actually carved my first whale figurine out of a piece of balsa wood with a butter knife when I was only 7 years old.
Oh, so you started at 7.
At age 7, never too early to start a whale figurine business. And I still have that carving. It is in the Whale Figurine Historical Museum.
And I heard that your father named Michael Alfredo first got his first figurine carving from Iceland.
Oh, that is correct. It was a ice sculpture of a narwhal that are popular in Iceland. Yes, yes. It melted, though, sadly. But it was beautiful while it lasted, I understand.
Now, did you ever feel sort of like strange or happy or feel beautiful when you first started out on all these whale figurine carvings?
Oh, I felt all of the emotions that you can imagine. There was the joy of just carving a whale figurine. There was the sorrow of dropping one and breaking it on the floor after all that hard work. There was the happiness of seeing my parents admire my figurines. All different emotions. You know, you just have to be prepared for that growing up. It's part of growing up. You feel different emotions at different times.
Now I have one last question for you, Jasper, before I must return back to my place.
Okay, I'm ready.
I suppose when a child first starts his or her own whale carvings, they must get a beautiful feeling to be able to start showing that emotional feeling to you yourself to be able to start working on something that's beautiful to themselves, who work on something more beautiful than it's already been done to them inside.
Yes, I think I follow you. Sometimes when you carve a whale figurine, it ends up being, some would say, even more beautiful than the original. And when that happens, oh my goodness, does it make you feel happy? Yes, it does. And when other people look at it and tell you that, oh my goodness, that's more real than a real whale, yes, that does make you feel very good.
Well, thank you, Jasper, for having me at this neighborhood figurine store.
Oh, Victor, it was my pleasure to have you and your television neighbor. You come back when you can stay longer.
We had a terrific time.
Well, I'm glad you did. Ta-ta, cheerio, fare thee well, come back when you can.
Come on, let's go back to my place. Wasn't that a terrific experience by such a brilliant whale carving man? I'm glad that you television audiences had fun seeing such a kind of well-deserved young man like Jasper. Well, now I think it's time for some make-believe. Alright, last time in the neighborhood of make-believe, King Friday was making a speech about whale bubble blowing blowhole in the neighborhood of make-believe. Let's pretend that X the Owl and Charles R. Aber, played by my dad, has something to tell King Friday in his early speech. And maybe we could pretend that Queen Sarah has something to tell King Friday also about his speech. But what do you think Queen Sarah is about to tell King Friday about the words to his opening speech? Well, we'll make believe some more about that. We'll make believe some more about that now, as the trolley goes by the castle garden in the neighborhood of make-believe. Are you ready to go, trolley? Okay. Charles R. Aber, friend of your king's speech guide of bubble blowing whale blowhole, I presume?
Wow, that's a mouthful, Your Highness. But yes, you presume correctly. It is I, Charles Aber.
I understand that you have the honor of presenting some posters for my speech.
Well, that is correct. And I'm working on those posters right now.
Now tell me, Charles R. Aber, what do you think is going to happen to my opening speech?
Well, I think the entire audience, after they applaud just your presence, will hush so quiet that you could hear a pin drop, so that they don't miss a single word of your opening speech.
I think you're gonna do a nifty-lifty job of presenting King Friday's opening speech, Mr. Aber.
Well, thank you so kindly, Exial. I'm gonna do my best.
Now, is Henrietta Pussycat coming to King Friday's opening speech later on in the neighborhood of make-believe?
Well, I sent Henrietta a invitation, and her response was that she's not feeling very well, so she may or may not be coming. Won't decide until the last minute. See how she's feeling.
Well, Trolley will have to pretend some more about King Friday's bubble-blowing blowhole speech another time. But thanks so much, Trolley. I wonder how King Friday's bubble blowhole speech is gonna turn out. Well, we'll have to pretend some more about that the next time. You know, it really gives me a swell feeling to be able to know that all of us are different in many ways, even though if we're not sea creatures or different types of mammals or anything like that, we're true humans who are beloved by being us true humans, and beloved by proud people who just love us by just being who we are, not like the way we become. And that gives me a brilliant feeling to know that we can share true love and be loved by the secrets of true lovers themselves too. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. You always make each day and each week a special one for me. You know how, by just your being you. There's only one person in this whole world like you, and that's you. And people can like you exactly as you are. I'll be back the next time, television neighbors. Goodbye.